Today we are going to discuss about a brief video on our Cessna aircraft. Okay. Today, my main is we are going to explain about what are the parts of there, what are the major components, as well as the specifications. Okay. Those things and all we studied. Now we are going to explain one by one. Okay. At least I will start with everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm Gopika. So now I'm going to talk about the general information about our Cessna 152. So it's an American two-seat plane with a fixed tricycle gears. So it was invented in 1977. So its manufacturing period is 1977 to 1985. The total manufactured Cessna 152 planes are 8,754, and it was origin is United States. Its origin is United States, and it's very famous in flight training. So it's mainly used for flight training and some personal uses.
So next, anyone?
Let me explain the basic components what are there in our Cessna 152 aircraft. So normally it is have propellers. We'll be using a piston engines. Yeah, we'll be using piston engines, and it will be running. The thrust will be provided under the propeller. So it is fixed two propellers, and we have with normally every aircraft will be having like wing structure and empennage. So wing, it was connected to the fuselage by the wing strut, and our fuel tank will be inside the wing. It is high wing. It is a high wing. So our aileron, rudder, elevator are the control surfaces in this Cessna aircraft. Empennage section will be having our aileron. Normally it controls the rolling moment, and rudder will be yawing moment, and elevator with the pitching moment. These are the three main control surfaces. On top of the wing there will be flats examples, which are the another small control surfaces which will be helping to move the aircraft further. Then it is the landing gear with the shock strap, and inside that Cessna aircraft we'll be having an avionics part like altimeters, such type of components will be there. So that is one. The tube the tube is known as pitot tube for altimeter, for identifying the altitude of an aircraft. Thank you.
Next, anyone?
Okay, I will explain about the general specification of the Cessna 152 aircraft. From starting point, in the capacity of the Cessna 152 aircraft is one crew member plus one extra member can travel with this. The length of the propeller is 69 inches. The total length of the aircraft from front to end, the length of the aircraft is Cessna 152 from front to end is 24 feet. The height of the aircraft totally 8 feet. Wingspan, so it's 33 feet totally from this end to that end. The propellant engine have 110 HP force. Then the empty weight of the aircraft is 450 kg. The gross weight of the aircraft is 757 kg. Thank you.
Next, anyone?
So now I'm going to address the performance of this Cessna 152 aircraft. The maximum speed of this aircraft is 126 miles per hour, and for the cruise speed it attains a speed of 123 miles per hour, and for sailing speed it attains 49 miles. And next, for range, the Cessna covers a range of 715 miles, and for ferry range, which means the rate at which the aircraft attains ferry climbing rate is 795 miles, and for the rate of climb, the Cessna attains the rate of climb of 3.63 meter per second, or 715 feet per minute. And for the service ceiling, it attains a height of 14,500 feet or 4,500 meters. That's it.
Okay, next, can you identify? You have already studied that beams. Okay, is there any kind of beams there? You go and just indicate where it is. thoughts why it is called cantilever beam?
So one end is free and another end is
Which
fixed.
one?
This one is free
So
and this is fixed.
wing this cantilever beam and one end is fixed, another end is free.
It's the cantilever beam or a semi-cantilever beam?
Semi-cantilever.
Semi-cantilever beam. Okay, I will ask you one question. What is the difference between a cantilever beam and a proper cantilever? Now you are telling me this is semi-cantilever beam. It is taken as a half section and it is a cantilever beam. If it is called as a proper cantilever beam, what is supposed to be there? Another supported fixed end, why you are going for another support? Another means on the free end, that side. Okay, not exactly at the free end, the last. Okay, in between any support is there. Okay, can you tell me what is give me a category, cantilever beam and the proper cantilever? What type of beam? How can you differentiate? This is a cantilever beam. You have a one fixed end, another end is free, and the proper cantilever beam, one end is fixed, another end is supported, being supported. Okay, these two things are there. How can you categorize these?
Identifying the number of supports.
Okay. Any idea? Any guess? No. Have you studied about statically determinate and the indeterminate beams? What is statically determinate?
The number of unknowns. There's no unknown.
Less means?
No sir. We can solve them by equilibrium conditions.
By using equation of equilibrium equations, we can find all the unknowns. That means support reactions we can find. So generally we have three things are there. Sigma height, that is horizontal and vertical as well as moment. Okay, all the arithmetic algebraic sum of all things are equal to 0. Okay. In this fixed end, it has three support reactions. Okay, fixed means you cannot make it vertically, horizontally under rotation. You cannot move it. Okay. Next, already fixed one. Okay. Cantilever beam means another support is there. So totally you have horizontal, vertical, rotational. Okay. So totally number of unknowns are more than 2. Okay. So that we cannot solve the support reactions by using equations of equilibrium. But there is another method is there. Okay. Theorem of three moment equations. Those things all we will study. Okay. Thank you for your nice contribution about Cessna aircraft. Thank you.
Thanks.